Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are fine. Students, we are in unit 4, that is data communication. In the last lesson we talked about the guided transmission media, and in today's lesson we will discuss the unguided transmission media. Unguided means the wireless transmission media. Unguided transmission media. In this type of transmission media, communication devices communicate with each other through the air or space using broadcast radio signals, microwave signals and infrared signals. So these are different wireless technologies, and different devices are used for wireless communication using these different types of signals and technologies. This transmission medium is used when it is impossible to install the cables. Like in hilly areas, we cannot install cables, or in forests, or where there are oceans and rivers. So at that time we will be using the wireless technology. The data can be transmitted all over the world through this medium. It is also called wireless transmission media. The commonly used wireless transmission media are radio waves, microwave, infrared, satellite. So these four wireless transmission media are discussed in your book. Apart from these four, there are also some other wireless technologies like Bluetooth, WiMAX. All these are also wireless. Zigbee is also one of the wireless communication technology, but here in your book these four are discussed. Now, radio waves. It is a wireless transmission medium that is used to communicate information through radio signals in air over long distance, such as between cities and countries. In this medium, a transmitter is required to send messages or signals, and receiver is required to receive them. To receive the broadcast radio signal, the receiver has an antenna that is located in the range of signal. Some networks use a special device called transceiver, used to send and to receive messages in the form of radio signals. Why it is called transceiver? Because it performs both the functions. The function of transmitter and receiver both are performed by this single device, and it's a special device used to receive and transmit messages or signals. The data transmission speed of broadcast radio is up to 54 Mbps, megabits per second. So this is the transmission speed. You must memorize this transmission speed for the radio transmission or radio waves. This is just specially for MCQ's purpose. So you should know the speed of radio waves. The figure shows a radio wave transmitter and receiver. Here in this image you can see the two towers. One is acting like a transmitter and the other one is acting like a receiver, and the distance is denoted by a D, and its height is also mentioned. Okay, second is microwave. Microwaves are radio waves that provide a high-speed transmission. In microwaves transmission, data is transmitted from one station to another. Microwave station contains an antenna or an transceiver. Transceiver is actually a combination of transmitter and receiver. Both are combined in a single device, so that device is called transceiver. Such type of devices have got the capability to send means to transmit and to receive the data, and other equipment that are required for microwave communication. Microwaves use the line of sight transmission, which means that in microwave transmission system the data signals travel in a straight path and cannot bend. So that's why it is called line of sight communication. They follow the straight path for communication. Microwave stations or antennas are usually installed on the high towers or buildings, as we can see here in this image, that they are normally situated on top of the hills or the towers which are used in microwave transmission. They have got so much height. Thus microwave stations need to be placed within 20 to 30 miles of each other. So that is the distance between the towers used in microwave transmission, that they are placed within 20 to 30 miles from each other. Each microwave station receives signals from the previous stations. In this way, data is transmitted from one place to another. So this is how microwave transmission takes place, that the range of each tower is between 20 to 30 miles, and they get information from each other and propagate the signals onwards. Infrared technology allows computing devices to communicate via short range wireless signals. With infrared, computers can transfer files and other digital data bidirectionally. Bidirectionally means in both directions. Computer infrared network adapters both transmit and receive data. They have got both the capabilities of transmitting and receiving data. It supports data rates from 100 kbps to 4 mbps, kilobits per second to 4 megabits per second. Figure shows infrared communication. Here in this figure you can see that there is a remote controller, and using the infrared waves or signals, the remote control is providing commands, and actually it communicates with the television. Examples of the use of infrared: exchanging email between a notebook computer and PDA personal digital assistant or mobile phones. Sending command signals via buttons from a remote control device to a television set, just like here in this image. Transmitting images from a mobile phone to a printer. So for different purposes infrared technology is used, and this is especially used in short range communication. Satellite, the last example in your book of unguided media. A communication satellite is a space station that receives microwave signals from Earth microwave station, Earth-based station. Transmitting a signal from ground or Earth station to a satellite station in space is called uplinking, and the reverse is called the downlinking. When the same space station sends back those signals to the ground station, that will be called downlinking. Nowadays, television and radio broadcast global positioning systems, that is GPS, and internet also use the communication satellites. The communication satellite is launched about 22,300 miles or more above the Earth surface into space. The communication satellite consists of solar-powered transceiver that receives and sends signals. So the power is provided by the solar panels. The signals are transmitted from one Earth station to the satellite. The satellite receives and amplifies the signals and sends them to another Earth station. This entire process takes only a few seconds. To communicate information from one country to another country, more than one satellite is required. The data transmission speed of communication satellite is very high, such as up to 1 Gbps gigabits per second. So it has got the high speed of communication, high transmission speed of communication. Here in this image, it is shown that how satellite communication takes place. These two are Earth-based stations, like these antennas. In step 1, they are saying that the ground equipment transmits signals to the satellite. It is transmitting signals to this space station or the satellite. And the satellite, what it does, the satellite amplifies the incoming signals and changes the frequency, and then sends back to the other Earth-based station. Signal is transmitted back to Earth, and in the fourth step it says that the ground equipment receives the signal. So, and here you can see that these stations are located at a very long distance from each other or the surface of the Earth. So satellite communication is the largest communication system using wireless signals, and it covers a very large area of communication. Even they can cover the whole globe or the whole planet for communication. So it's a long distance communication using wireless signals. Here in this figure, satellite transmission is shown. Okay, students, so these were the unguided transmission medias that are used for communication purposes. And apart from these technologies, there are also some other technologies, wireless technologies used for communication, like for example cellular networks are also there. They are also type of wireless networks, and Bluetooth is also a short range wireless communication technology. So, and Zigbee is also there. So many wireless technologies are there, out of which we discuss some of the wireless technologies which are mentioned in your book. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Computer Tuition Academy. Thanks a lot. Take care. Allah Hafiz.